Hey gang, Marcus Bailey here on a Saturday. It is just about 10 after 11. Wanted to give you an update for the start of this weekend. Hopefully you're enjoying your day. And everything's still pretty much on track from what we were thinking last night with snow. First half of the day was going to be fine, and then we're going to be dealing with snow moving in for the second half of the day. So timing is actually pretty good. And there's the radar. We threw the loop on there. You can kind of see the progression of the snow as of 11 o'clock this morning. It's out into Iowa and into portions of Missouri where it is snowing right now, in Des Moines, and all the way down towards Columbia, Missouri. All of this kind of progressing down to the south and east. Just another classic clipper, quick moving system. Not a lot of moisture, certainly not the moisture that we had yesterday. So again, we feel pretty good about that we're not going to see these high rates of snow that we were experiencing yesterday morning during the morning drive, where we were getting rates of up to an inch in about 20 minutes. That was pretty substantial. But we probably will be seeing some accumulation in some areas, especially north, or at least along and north of Interstate 74. All right, so let me pause the loop here and just kind of show you where we stand right now. And again, this is the latest radar scans, and seeing the snow just out to our west. Let me flip over to this is the level 3 data here, and just kind of want to show you something here as opposed to yesterday. And this is out in Iowa. Let me kind of zoom out a little bit further so you can kind of see what we're looking at. We're right here is Peoria, and then we got the Des Moines, Iowa radar on. Something to note, and yesterday we had, you notice here, so there are some little bands that are heavier, but what really caused the big problems yesterday morning is we had a big blob of snow, of the heavy rate of snow that caused the huge issues yesterday morning. We're not seeing that right now. And we're not really anticipating, the models at least not suggesting that that's going to happen when it moves into Illinois. In fact, some of the models are actually suggesting that this may start to kind of break apart a little bit as it crosses the Mississippi River. I'll flip over to the model view here, and this is the latest the HRRR model run, the HRR, or the High Resolution Rapid Refresh. It goes out 15 hours. It updates every hour and does a pretty decent job for the most part in the short run. One of the short range models that we look at, and we're going to kind of take you hour by hour here. And obviously, it doesn't have the snow stretching all the way down into Missouri, so it may be running it a little bit dry. So we're kind of taking that into account a little bit as we progress through the hours. This would be at noon. Again, still dry across our area. That's at 2 o'clock. Starting to see some snow in our western counties. Maybe some flurries. The air is pretty dry here in central Illinois. It's a little more saturated out towards the west, so it could be a scenario of the radar maybe showing some snow initially around our area at first, but it's not actually hitting the ground. And then as that continues to fall, it saturates the air in the lower levels, and then eventually you'll get the snow finally making it to the ground. So that's what this is kind of showing, at least a little bit. This is later on this afternoon. We are talking about 5 o'clock this evening. This is at 6 this evening, and continuing 7 and 8 o'clock. So this is going to be a quick hitting system. So probably by mid-evening, may have a few flurries kind of hanging on, but should be almost out of here by the mid-evening hours. If you have any maybe late night plans, heading out to a movie or anything like that, should be okay. Let me flip over to the 6-hour snow rates here. Not real impressive. In fact, going a little bit lower than what we were going with. But just considering where we were at yesterday, want to be on the safe side a little bit and keep with the same numbers. And the Weather Service is pretty much sitting in the same boat of around 1 to 2 inches. But you can see along and north of 74, in this brighter white, you're talking less than a half an inch of snowfall. In fact, let me move this here. I can kind of pinpoint. You can't see it on your screen, but I'm hovering the mouse just over Peoria, and it's under a half an inch. You get up towards Pontiac, and stretches over towards Toulon, it's just over a half an inch, and then you get up around the I-80 corridor, it's around an inch of snow. Some of the other models that we've looked at, shorter range, put us into that 1 inch range, or maybe a little blob of 2 inches off to the north and east. We do think that the best chance for accumulating snow would probably be, or heaviest accumulating snow, I should say, probably going to be north of Peoria. So that really hasn't changed. This is my map. I know it says tomorrow. This was the map that I used from last night on the news. And really, the forecast hasn't changed much. Feel okay with this. I think 1 inch will be common. I think there'll probably be some areas, even in that 1 to 2 inch range, that don't quite make it up to an inch. And there'll be maybe a few isolated areas in that range that get up to around 2 inches. So I think that's still a good range. But there'll be many reports, I think, that probably fall short of that. That's just what kind of system we're dealing with here. But erring on the side of caution, especially considering what happened yesterday morning when everything was really undercut, that 1 to 2 inches is probably a safe bet. So enough to make the roads slick this afternoon. Thankfully, it isn't a work or school day or anything like that for most people. So you're not going to be dealing with the huge problem that we had on the roads like we did yesterday morning. But again, if you're going to be out and about, especially later this afternoon when we'll see the snow flying around, probably around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it may cause some minor issues, so do keep that in mind. Sunday still looks to be good. Best day of the weekend, temperatures should be back into the low 30s. Still a lot of question marks about Monday, and hope to have an update for you guys sometime tomorrow, probably in the afternoon, about what we can expect on Monday. There is some hints and maybe some freezing rain, maybe some snow for some, and then all rain for others. It's just kind of a mess when you're dealing with these transitions. It's going to be more of a southwestern system. There's more moisture. You're going to have cold air to play with too. So a lot of question marks still about Monday. So we'll keep an eye on that. That big warm up still on tap. Nothing's changed about next week. I know we've been advertising that. A lot of people are hopeful. 40 still look good for a good chunk of next week, maybe even getting close to 50 in some spots by the end of the week. So we'll continue to keep you updated on that. If we have any changes as far as the forecast goes for today, we'll continue to monitor that and, of course, keep you updated via social media here on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And, of course, meteorologist Cody Murphy in-house today at the studio, and he'll be with you on WMBD 31 News Weekend Edition, keeping you updated as well. Hope you enjoy your Saturday, and we will talk to you soon.